Hey guys, welcome to OBK Lifestyle Tips. Today we are going to how famous NBA player Shaq spends his millions. In 1992, the legendary NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal, then only 20 years old, made a financial mistake that forever changed the way he handled his money. Shaq stopped by Business Insider to talk about his collaboration with home security technology company Ring, to raise awareness about how homeowners can better protect their property this holiday season. Shaq recently kicked off a campaign with Ring's CEO Jamie Siminoff around protecting holiday package deliveries, specifically as National Package Protection Day approaches on November 29. Following is a transcript of the video. Shaq once spent $1 million in one day. It was 1992 and he was 20 years old. He just signed an endorsement deal with a trading card company. Shaquille O'Neal: "It was me being overly happy/irresponsible. My agent called me and said, 'Hey, you've got $1 million. But I didn't subtract his 15%, right? I didn't subtract the Texas state tax or the FICA. So, in my mind, I was just trying to do the simple math. I always wanted a fancy Mercedes-Benz. I used to go to the 7-Eleven and get the fake Mercedes, the little ones, and just drive them, on top of my bed, and I'm gonna get one of these one day.' So, once I knew I got that $1 million, I went to the bank like a big-time guy and set up a little checking account. And I said, 'Okay, I've got $1 million. Here you go, sir.' I said, 'I'll be back.' So, I went to the Mercedes dealership. The guy says $150,000. I write him a check, give it to him. So now, in my head, $1 million minus $150,000, I've still got $850,000 left, right? So, I get home. My father says, 'That's nice. Where's mine at?' Go buy the same car for my father. I'm good. I've got $700,000 left. And then came back home. My mother said, 'I want the smaller version, which cost $100,000, so in my mind, I've got $600,000. So now, I've gotta go do what all the homeboys do, gotta buy rings and diamonds and earrings and this and that.' A couple of days later, the bank manager called me in and he sat me down and he said, 'I've been following you 2 or 3 years. Love your career. You're probably gonna be a fabulous player and make a lot of money. But, a lot of you guys, when you're done playing, don't have anything. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to take a look at this.' And I was like $50,000-$60,000 in the hole. So, I was just writing checks. I was buying TVs. I was just buying stuff I didn't even need. So after that, I said, 'You know what? I need to get me a business manager.' Luckily, I had a lot of hard lessons early, but I'm the type of guy that, I don't like to miss 2 shots in a row, even if it's a free throw. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Share it with your friends and do let us know about your thoughts, opinions, feedbacks or suggestions in comments. Thanks for watching our video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share the video if you like it. Folded hands.
Right before you get drafted, you get $1 million for an endorsement deal.
And I spend it in one day.
How'd you do it?
Well, when you're young, you don't have a lot of business savvy. There's 2 words you forget about: FICA and sales tax. So I thought I was getting $1 million straight up, but you forget about those things. So really I got about maybe like $600,000. So I go buy a $150,000 car. No negotiations. I don't know nothing about negotiations. Guy could have told me $200,000, I would have bought it. So I go and I get a black Mercedes, because that's what I always wanted. Black Mercedes and some nice wheels. Guy was like $150. write the check. And I come home, my father's like, that's nice, where's mine? I was like, you know what, you made me who I am, jump in. So we ride, told the guy, I want another one, same one I got. So they go 300,000 right there. So we get home and my mom was like, oh, that's nice. I don't want one that big, I want a little one. Because I know I got more money coming in. So I'm just like, I just want to take care of this stuff now. So I go get my mom one. There's 500,000 right there. So now I got to get suits for the draft. I got to get jewelry. I got to get earrings. You know, I got to buy the Alpine pull-out deck. So when I go to the club, I got it with me. I got to get the alarm that calls the beeper and the phone. So a couple of days later, I get a call from the bank, who was a family friend, the manager of the bank, and he called me and he said, you know how to read bank statements? I was like, yeah, I learned it in school. So as I was reading it, I was 80,000 in the hole, and I was looking, and I was real embarrassed. And he was like, I know you got more money coming in. I'm gonna just put this to the side for you. Then he touched my hand and he said, son, I watched you play here at high school. You're bright. You're a smart young man. I don't want you to be like all these other athletes. I always hear that term all my life. I don't want you to be like all these other athletes. So I said, you know what? I got to get a financial advisor. So I met with a whole bunch of guys, and you know, a lot of guys were coming in, and I can remember old timers saying, if it's too good to be true, don't do it. So a lot of guys came in, yeah, they say you're gonna get 40 million on your first contract. You give me the 40 million, I can turn it into 200 million by the time you're 23. I was like, I don't like this guy. Another guy said the same thing, and then I met one little small, beautiful Jewish man who says, I'm in the savings bonds. You know, we're going to put your money and, you know, we're going to start a sub-chapter S corporation from your family. So, you know, all the stuff that you're doing, you can write it off. I was like, you know what? Shalom. Baruch Hashem. I'm going with you, sir. And his name was Lester Nespel. I've been with him, and, you know, he's like a father to me. Like, every now and then, you know, I'll get cute. Like, one time, me and Tyson was in the Rolls-Royce dealership, and Tyson bought 3, and I wasn't going to buy 3, but I wasn't going to let him outdo me, so I bought 2. 600,000 going down the drain. Hey, I had it, but Lester called me like, hey, got to stop this. So he's been good to me. You know, it was a right choice to make.
Did you really, I mean, speaking of excess, which, you know, I think when you were younger and playing in the NBA, you had probably a little more fun with that stuff. Did you really once have a fish tank in your Mercedes speakers?
Yes, I did.
Have your bodyguard replaced with the fish that die daily?
I did. Because, you know, we always used to have competitions on the team, or you could have the best car, best looking car, loudest car. So I was like, let me get a clear box with some fish in it. So we leave the house at 10:30. We buy 2 goldfish. We put them in there. We jam it all the way to practice. By the time we get to practice, the fish are in the bowl again. It didn't work. It didn't work as I would have liked it to.